Welcome to the Happy Workaholic Podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. Over the past 20 years, I've worked in beauty, luxury, corporate, and service-driven industries. I created the opportunity in these careers and in my own businesses that allowed me to travel the world, experience once-in-a-lifetime events, and build brands while providing my expertise to clients all around the globe. Life is short, and when you're given a second chance, you better believe I'm going to take it, celebrate it, and share it with you. This show is intended to elevate your mind, upgrade your business, enhance your life, and become part of a positive and uplifting community. If you're ready to take your business and life to that next level you deserve to be at, this is the show for you. Inspiration, motivation, and determination are what got me to where I am today. Tune in every week to hear from myself, other entrepreneurs, professional patients, small business owners, and fellow podcasters who will be featured on the show. I'm here to remind you to work hard, share your story, follow your dreams, and never, ever give up. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe to the Happy Workaholic Podcast. Today's episode starts now. Hello. I am so glad you guys are here. Today is a really important podcast because it is the kickoff of a brand new vibe. I have been working on this new podcast for quite some time. And of course, the day that I have bronchitis, it's time to launch and record. I actually had another episode recorded, but I woke up and I didn't feel like it was right to launch, so I had to record this episode. So I apologize in advance for my groggy voice. Do you ever wake up sometimes and you're like, how the hell did I just get sick? I mean, I have been eating all the fruits and veggies, doing my Brett diet for this gallbladder issue, and going for walks and being at the beach and just like nothing bad is in my life right now. And then I get hit with this like monstrous cough and I'm losing my voice and I had like all the flu symptoms. It was so crazy. So I'm going to continue all the hot teas and my Tiger Balm and the Vicks and the oils, all the broths, like you name it, I'm doing it because I'm moving this weekend and I have a lot going on in my business and in my life. Like, I don't have time for this. But you also have to think, like, why is this happening to me right now? It's telling me I need to rest because I've been going crazy, running around doing like a lot of things in my life. But you know, sometimes your body's just like, nope, not today. So I rescheduled a ton of calls I have today. I unfortunately decided that, unfortunately for you, I'm so sorry you have to listen to my voice, but this is going to be a really good episode, I promise. As you might have heard from the brand new intro, if you skimmed past that, because I know a lot of us do, please go back and listen because that literally explains everything that's happening with the Happy Workaholic Podcast in the future and the outro as well. So please take a moment to listen to that after the show if you haven't, and listen all the way until the end. You know, when I listen to podcasts, I sometimes need to hear a guy's point of view. I need to hear a male voice. All my clients are female. Sometimes I just need a man's point of view. I'm always listening to Lewis Howes, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Mylett. And then sometimes I just want to hear what certain individuals have to say. People that I follow, shows that I like, other females. So the other day, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, I had a long drive because I literally drive like 45 minutes to my favorite car detail place. It's only $7. I just love their service. And I just love going there. And plus, it's next to my favorite international market where they have my falafel and halva and like baklava and like all these things. So I don't mind going. And that's kind of an escape for me where I get to listen to podcasts on my own other than mine or my clients. So I just kind of like skim through. So a lot of my clients, a lot of them have just been certified with Samantha Skelly's Hungry for Happiness program. And she also has another one called Pause Breath Work, which I'm going to be talking about more on another episode. So I'm just like drawn to her. And so she's really good at what she does. And just hearing my client's perspective, it's just like, wow, like this program is incredible. So I wanted to see what she had to say on some of her shows. And so I was skimming through. So I found one with Danny Levin, who this show was so good. Just Google it, look on Apple Podcasts. And he was working at Hay House, and he just decided to, oh my God, I can't even get into it. I could do a whole podcast on the episode. It was just so impactful for me personally. And what I took out of it was something that he said, which I so needed to hear. You know, everybody always says, like, your moment is now. You have to live in the moment. You know, the universe is putting you in a situation. Everything is happening for you, not to you. And holy shit, did I need to hear that, because I've been wanting to change this podcast for a really long time. And there was a couple things that I just couldn't finalize. And after listening to this, it was like a done deal. So what he said, and I actually posted it on my Instagram yesterday, and you could see he commented, which was like so amazing. So I'm going to actually meet up with him because he lives very close to me sometime soon. But he said, our thoughts become our words become our stories, and our stories become our life. And that just like hit me. Because over the last 20 years, like you'll hear in my intro, I've had some pretty fucking amazing careers. And half of them I created myself and put myself there because I wanted it. I wanted it that bad. And I'll do more shows on that. Damn, I wish I should have come prepared with some cough drops. They're just in the other room. This is why I need an assistant. Water break. Okay, so I have this story of, you know, being sick and going through chemo and being misdiagnosed and the legal battle and all this shit, and I'm sick of it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to talk about how it's given me so much more strength and so much more power to do this shit I really want to do, which is continuously help more women and men grow their businesses, grow their life in so many ways. You know, everybody always says, like, you need to niche down. Well, I don't believe that, because my whole career I've never done that, and it's been successful. So on this show, you're going to be hearing a lot of things from entrepreneurship, how to build a career, business, LinkedIn, podcasting, you know, a lot of organizing, life hacks. That's what I'm best at. You're also going to be hearing from other professional patients like myself and healers, because I'm not the only one that has this crazy story. There are millions of people out there helping people like me, and then millions of other people that are patients like me that have to deal with the PTSD and trauma after the fact, which I'll also be getting into in another show. That's why I've put these specific series together, which I've been talking about forever. And they're coming, I promise you. You know, more female entrepreneurs, the professional patient series, the Leverage Your LinkedIn series. You're going to be hearing from some LinkedIn powerhouses, like how they got to where they are on that platform, why they even started. You know, healing is just such a part of our lives these days. And if you're not trying to heal from something, then it might be like hard to understand, but I highly doubt it, because everybody's trying to heal from something these days. You know, having PTSD and trauma is just insane. I've been watching The Goop Lab on Netflix, and if you guys aren't watching, Gwyneth Paltrow's the executive producer, obviously Goop is her company. It's unbelievable how we move this like toxic energy and like bad energy out of our bodies, or how it comes into our bodies, how shit sits in our cells and just like makes us sick. And it really made me think about like so many other things, which is why I was like, shit, I need to record a different episode tomorrow. You know, I part my heart and soul into this show, and I've grown it so much. I'm so sorry about my voice. I can't just launch the brand new upgrade of my show with just like a regular episode. I had to share what was like really on my heart, and how like monumental, like just hearing words, like how impactful they are. And, you know, I'm just so excited to like be moving forward with my life. I feel like a different person. I mean, half the time I can't remember shit what happened in my life with all these drugs I was on. But excuse me. I'm in therapy for that. It's kind of like a joke with my friends. Like, no, I do not remember. And then they'll send me a picture and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I remember now. And I feel like music, I've been listening, if you follow me on Instagram stories, I'm always posting like 80s and 90s music because I listen to it all the time. It helps my memory. Music saved my life, to be honest with you. Like, there were so many days when I was sick, I never thought I was going to like see the light and like have my life back. And then here I am recording a show for you guys. It's just like crazy. And I get so pumped up hearing this music, like Debbie Gibson and Toto, that Africa song. Oh my gosh, my roommate and I were listening to it the other night too. And I was like, I just listened to this. And all these songs, I've been listening to this playlist on Spotify called Singing in the Shower. It's legit, you guys. If you want to hear some 80s, 90s throwbacks, you have to listen. I mean, it goes from NSYNC to Backstreet Boys to Debbie Gibson to like Neil Diamond to Billy Joel. Like, it's fucking amazing. I love it. And it helps with my memory and it puts me in a really good state of mind. And I need that in my life. So today I just wanted to kind of share with you like why I've decided to change the show and what you can expect. And, going back to entrepreneurship and mental health and just like everyday life, like that shit's happening every day in the show. Like, I'm always gearing up for the next big thing. There's so much more I just can't even announce just yet, but stay tuned because it's so amazing. And I just feel like entrepreneurship has been in my blood. Like, it's just in my blood. And I've always wanted to do certain things and I create them and I make it happen. So I kind of want to just dive into, you guys, I'm so sorry about my voice, but I kind of want to dive into how to start a business and how to revamp a business and just how to get that process flowing because, after this crazy week of people passing on a helicopter, life is short. And like I say in my intro, when you're given a second chance, like, you better believe I'm going to take it, celebrate it, and share it with you. That's exactly what I say. And because I've gone through what I've gone through, just like anybody else has gone through shit in their life, it makes you a stronger person. And you have to have an attitude and a mindset like, this is for me. This is working out for me. I'm, deserving of X, Y, and Z. And I'm lining myself up for success. I'm lining myself up. I'm really big into affirmations. If you are too, or you're looking for some, I have the Adillionaire app. It's fucking phenomenal. And alerts go off all day long. And it's just crazy, like how meaningful they are. Again, going back to words, how impactful they are in your day. Like, it'll just stop me in my tracks. And I'm like, shit, I really needed to hear that right now. It's just crazy. So, when you're sitting at home, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, you want to get back into your career, well, not the career that you had, going into something new where you can accommodate your children and school schedules and all of that. Like, this is why a lot of moms are part of an MLM, because they can work from their phone and help other women and men buy whatever product they're selling. They're passionate about it. And that's a business you can run from your phone. I can do a lot of things from my phone as well. Obviously, I can't be producing podcasts from my phone, but all of my social media, answering emails, like, there's a lot of shit that you could do from your phone these days. And it's just unbelievable. You can run an entire business from your cell phone. And one of my clients, like, she would preach that all the time. And that's how she would get a ton of clients, other moms. So if you are looking to start a business or pivot or do something new, you guys, don't make it so difficult. You don't need a fucking business plan. You could just think of the idea, make a list, write shit down, figure out your target market, and launch that shit. Just do it. And I see so many people posting online, like, all these tactics. I'm like, that's such a waste of fucking time. Just fucking do it, because you never know when your time is up. You're going to wish that you did that. And, oh my God, my voice is getting groggy. Sorry. You just need to do it. Like, I literally was just talking to somebody the other night. We're having a conversation about something that she does every day. And she's like, oh my God, I should start this. I should start a blog. Because I was telling her about Medium and how I blog on Medium. And she's like, oh my God, I should do a blog. I have so many stories about this thing that she does all the time. And I said, oh my God. And she threw out a name. I'm like, oh my God, let's see if the .com's available. That's the number one thing I always say to my clients, especially podcasts. I'm like, go buy that .com right now. And so I looked and it was available. And I was like, you don't have time to be writing blog posts. You don't have time to be designing a website. Do it on fucking Instagram. Blog on Instagram. Share your story. That's like number one. Like, the more you share your story, the more you become real, the more you become relatable. The more you can help people, whatever the hell you're trying to sell or whatever the hell you're trying to do. You don't even have to be selling something. You could just be sharing like your stories so that you can help people. That's how my podcast started. I wanted to help other people in business, LinkedIn, and life with people that were living a life with an autoimmune disease, because I wanted to share with them what was working for me, because I just wanted to help more people. I was like dying in bed from drugs, and I'm like recording podcasts because I was so passionate. I'm like, I'm just never going to give up. And so, oh my gosh, you guys, where is my assistant and my cough drops? Just kidding. You just need to start, and you don't even need a website. You can just build it on Instagram or build it on Facebook or use a landing page, use MailChimp, like make your life easy and just fucking do it. Why are you sitting on an idea that you've been writing in your notebook over and over again? Or why is everything done and you're not waking up early and you're not networking, you're not building community, you're not part of a community, you're not doing anything to launch it or grow it? Why are you doing that? You need to take the steps in order to make it happen. You can't just sit around. Like, I just don't understand that. I've seen it with so many people, and then they're bitching and complaining, like, I just can't get followers, like, no one's going to my website, no one's buying my products. I'm like, are you available for people? Like, are you using social media? Are you texting people? Are you showing up at in-person events? One of my friends that lives in the Carolinas, she's always going to events in her community. And I think it's a pretty small community. And she's always going to these networking events. I have another friend in Colorado, same thing. Build friendships and community where you are, not just online. If social media goes away, you're fucked. Like, you seriously are fucked. You need in-person contact. You need to be able to text people. I have my cell phone number on my Instagram now so that people can literally contact me and have a conversation with me after the show, continue a conversation, ask me business questions. I just want to make myself available, and so many other influencers are doing that, and I just don't care. I don't care about rules. I want to become available so I can help other people. I'm putting in the effort. I'm waking up earlier. Not today, but normally. I usually have this rule Monday through Friday, no shows, no Hulu, no Netflix. Every now and then I give myself a little treat, but instead I listen to this healing meditation that I've mentioned before on this channel. It's called New Meditations, N-U, not N-E-W, on YouTube. And they're healing meditations, and they go all night long. And I wake up and I just feel so good. Like I actually slept. Like everything is trying to heal in my body, and I need to give it that time to rest so that I can wake up earlier and I can do everything that I want. And if you're somebody that's like, why isn't anything happening in my business, or why isn't it growing? You literally need to sit down and ask yourself, like, what am I doing? Like, am I waking up earlier? Am I connecting with other people? Am I taking the time to network in person, online? Am I creating relationships on LinkedIn? Am I trying to work with brands or get sponsorship deals, or just meet other people, get podcast guests, pitching other big influencers? Like, you have to put in the work. I can't even tell you how much time I've spent on my pitch decks, like literally hours and upon hours, because I've done this for many careers in the past, whether it was gifting suites at the Golden Globes, the AMAs, or with my own product lines, with my podcast, with series. Like, I just always want to make sure that everything they need to know is done in one shot. Here's my info. Let's hop on a call. Everybody's spamming me on LinkedIn with these mile-long fucking messages, and I voice message them back now. That's just what I do. It boosts my, gives me a little boost in the LinkedIn algorithm. I'm posting more videos. I'm patiently waiting for my live feature. But LinkedIn is really where my career got like a huge boost. Like 12 years ago, not 12. Why did I just say 12? It was 2012. So 8 years ago. And I would just network with pilots and flight attendants. And then I would go straight to the CEO, whoever owned that private jet. And I would talk to them and their executive assistant. And they still talk to me to this day through my email list. You need to build and create solid relationships. Maybe you just need them for a one-off deal and you're friends like on Instagram later on. Maybe, you have something long-term going on, or you reconnect after years. My business mentor, Jesse Itzler, who I just recently took his Build Your Life resume course last year, he just posted something about 50 Cent, about how he used to fly 50 Cent on his jets before he sold Marquis Jet to Warren Buffett for $6 billion, you guys. $6 billion. If you want to see some inspirational shit, follow him. He's Sarah Blakely's husband, if you don't know who he is. And how he got to where he is today, he doesn't give up. He doesn't give a shit. He just gets shit done. He sold Marquis Jet, which was just a membership card, an idea with his partner, for $6 billion, you guys. You can do the same. Anyway, back to my story. So he used to fly him. Oh, there goes my water. And years later, they were on a plane together. Like 20-something years later. Like, hello, universe. How insane is that? And he would always fly on his planes because they built a relationship. He had it written in to his, what's the name of his trailer. And so, is that the word? Trailer. It's like what, it's trailer. All the foods, drinks, how he travels, like he only has specific things. Every celebrity and influencer has these. And he would only fly a Marquis Jet. 20-something years later, they run into each other. Like, that's insane. And, he's constantly telling his story. He just posted today about how him and Sarah spoke at Tony Robbins' Business Mastery event in Florida. And he was, manifesting this shit for like 3 years. It's exactly what I'm doing now. I manifested like being happy, being healthy, being able to go to the beach every single day, and having the show be where it is and grow and continuously help people, which is why I'm shifting it. I want to become more of a go-to person for business and LinkedIn and podcasting, also organizing and life lessons, because I've lived through so much. I know that continuously sharing my story is really going to help other people. I mean, I just launched a new program called Momentum. It's a 12-month on-demand coaching service. Not everybody has money to invest in a 6-figure coach or, drop a couple thousand every week on coaches. So I made it super affordable for both ends, my client as well as myself. Like, I'm available for 12 months to help you with your business and life, to get you to that next level that you deserve to be at, via voice and text messaging. Once a month, we hop on a 60-minute video call. We bang out the next month's plan. We follow up the next month. I did that because so many people are like, I just don't have the money. I really need a coach. I did this for the people that need it and don't have the money to invest. I've been there before. I get it. So I made it affordable. And I want to make sure I'm giving them my time. So I'm always available, but just via text and voice. And then once a month, like I just mentioned, it's a video call, 60 minutes. That's all you need. You just need somebody in your pocket, being your cheerleader, rooting you on. I can't tell you how many friends of mine have come up with ideas or businesses, and they listen to their friends or other people saying, it's never going to work. It's never going to work. It works. You don't listen to them. Block out the haters. Block out the negative people. I can't tell you in the last couple of years how many people I had to walk away from. Friendships for over 20-year friendships. Like, it sucks, you guys, but sometimes you just have to make a choice. And move on. And, every now and then you get sad, but then you have to, it's a reality check. Like, am I better without this person? Am I better doing this in my business? Am I better for everybody that's watching me, that's listening to me? Absolutely. So yes, I made the right decision. So if you're somebody that's in that position right now, whether it's in your business or your life, you need to reevaluate your circumstances. Am I in a place that's going to get me to where I want to be? If you're not, you make a fucking list. Like I tell one of my best friends this all the time. She'll call me with something. I'm like, where's your list? Did you make a list? You need a fucking list. If you don't have a list, you don't write it down. Whether you take my highlighting situation that I have in my planner or you put it in your notes in your phone, which I also have a million of those. You've got to write shit down. I've also said this on another podcast, like the studies, just Google it because I don't know the right numbers. But if you Google the percentage of retaining information and making shit happen just by writing it down, it's insane. And oh, there's my stomach. I guess it's time for more chicken broth. You guys, that's another thing. Like, if you're going to have a podcast about life, you're just going to keep it real, right? Like, I barely produce my own shows. I produce my clients, but with mine, like you're just getting, if you follow any videos of mine on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, you listen to my show, I'm the exact same fucking person everywhere. And I don't put it like on an act. Like I'm always swearing because I'm passionate. Sometimes I decide to re-record when I have bronchitis and I'm really sorry about that. But the message needed to be shared. This is life. This is my life. And by showing up for myself, I'm showing up for you. And again, I'm so sorry about my voice. But I knew I needed to share this message. So if you head to my Instagram, you'll see the post that I wrote where it says, our thoughts become our words become our stories, and our stories become our life. Just think about that. It just like really hit me in the gut. And I cannot wait to meet up with Danny Levin, who actually just said that on the Hungry for Happiness podcast, because, I'm launching this medical product in the summer to help thousands of other medical, legal, and professional patients, and medical, legal individuals and professional patients, and just anybody dealing with something health related. I've been talking about this forever because it's taking forever. You have to perfect it. It's going to be something that's available worldwide. It's something that's never existed. Again, creating something. I am a creator. I'm an entrepreneur. This shit is in my blood. It's not for everybody, but what is for everybody is the information that you need to share throughout this journey, because you can take pieces of it and implement it into your own life, whether it's in your own business, your own career, your own life, your own friendships, whatever it is. I'm just sharing my story, and I continuously do this because it's important to me, and it's important to how I am able to help other people in their business and their life. So I'm so glad you guys came. I'm so sorry came to listen to the show. I'm so, again, sorry about my voice. I actually should have brought my cough drops and my hot tea, but I'm on a strict schedule because I don't think my voice is going to last this much longer. But listen, if you have a podcast and you are worried about like the production and like making it perfect, nothing is perfect, you guys. Nobody is perfect. You have an idea, you write it down, you fucking do it. You have a podcast in your mind, you get on the mic, you fucking record, and you launch that shit. Because it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about sharing your story and helping other people, right? So I appreciate you coming today to listen to this brand new episode. I have almost a year's worth of guests booked out for all of these series. They're, oh my God, you guys, they're so inspirational. I've been pitching like a madwoman. And if you don't know how to pitch people, connect with me, because it's all about creating relationships before you pitch them. It's just how it goes. It's just how it should be. I created 32 luxury experiences for my concierge company when I lived in Las Vegas that no one else had. Experiences that you can walk off your private jet and go directly to a property to enjoy something that is not even available by the property, because I created those experiences based on relationships. I wanted my clients to enjoy these things, so I made it happen. Okay, so to end today's episode, I just want to share with you a couple last things. One, if you have something that's on your mind and you're trying to create it, whether it's a business idea or a blog or a podcast, wake up earlier, take time for yourself, journal that shit out, write down your steps on how to do it. Just make it simple. It doesn't need to be so complicated. People will see your heart and soul and the passion you put into this, right? Whether it's organizing pantries, like I am obsessed with doing. I just fucking show up and do it. If you saw one of my clients, one of my posts on my Instagram, I redesigned and reorganized one of my clients' offices. She's also a podcast client. And I just love that shit. And I think it's because I've always been such an organized person, but working on so many yachts and as a personal assistant, like that shit needs to be done. It needs to be done now. So I'm super quick, but I love it. And it's also really stress relieving for me. So wake up earlier and work on your passion, work on your business, continuously write shit down. And then 3, just start. Find your community, find supportive friends, whether it's in-person events or online. That's what you need. You need good, positive energy surrounding you. If you have Debbie Downers and people that fucking complain all the time, shit's not going to work out for you. If you can separate yourself, props to you. I cannot. I can't handle that stuff. So I just need to walk away. I need only positive energy and positive vibes in my little bubble. And that's what keeps me going. Now, if you're ready to kind of invest in yourself and move forward with something and you're just starting, I would highly suggest my Momentum on-demand coaching service. It's quite an experience because everything I do is creating experiences. And I would really like you to check that out if you're somebody that needs it. If not, I just hope that you enjoyed today's episode and that you got a lot of tips out of this. Write everything down. Just be positive and be surrounded by positive energy. Continuously follow your dreams and wake up early. And just please never, ever give up. Life is frustrating. Life is stressful. Life is hard. We all have shit going on in our lives. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to make shit happen. It's up to you to wake up earlier and work on your dreams, work on your business, work on your family. It's up to you to just move forward and be happy. I've put so much work into just myself, like healing, becoming happy again, and all of this. So I'm speaking from experience. This is the whole point of moving this podcast, shifting it into more of an entrepreneurship and life lesson situation, because from what I've learned, which is so much, I want to be able to share more of that with you guys, with business, LinkedIn, organizing, podcasting, anything else that's coming up in my life with you. So I'm so grateful that you took the time, especially today, because my voice is shot and it's slowly going. So I'm going to have to end this episode. But you guys, I'm so grateful that you are here. I'm grateful that you are part of my journey, whether we're just friends from my email list or friends on social media, we've met in person, whatever the case may be, just let's reconnect. Send me a message anywhere online. You can send me a message on my website, thehappyworkaholic.com, or online. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me at The Happy Workaholic, and on LinkedIn, I'm Kellyanne Gorman. And I would just love to reconnect with you and keep this conversation going. And if you want to connect with others, you need to join my Facebook group. It's the Happy Workaholic Network. Search for it. There's so many other entrepreneurs, business owners, patients. The community is growing, and I'm excited that hopefully I will see you there. And I'm going to be showing up more there after episodes so that we can continue the conversation. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. And if you haven't listened to the brand new intro, please go back and do so. And then be sure to listen to the outro. I worked really hard on those, and I love, love, love them because it literally tells my story inside and out and what you can expect from this show. So I'm signing off. I'm going to get those cough drops, going to switch my bedding because, when you're sick, you got to do all this shit. I'm just keeping it real with you. So tune in next week for a brand new episode where I'm going to be talking all about PTSD, breathwork, and trauma. Until next time, you guys. Your time is so valuable, and I really appreciate you carving out a little piece of your day to listen to today's episode. If you liked this one, please share it with someone who you feel needs to hear this message. And don't forget to tag me at the Happy Workaholic on Facebook and Instagram so I can feature you on my stories. Listening on Apple Podcasts? I would love it if you would leave me a review on today's show. Your input means so much and also helps me create more of the content you'll love. Want to continue today's conversation? You can join us in the Happy Workaholic Network Facebook group. Simply answer the questions and you're in. For more information on myself and to get the latest in business, LinkedIn, organizing, and podcasting news, sign up to receive my weekly newsletter at thehappyworkaholic.com. I hope that your day continues to be happy, healthy, positive, and productive, and I'll talk to you again soon.